CAT 2023 Slot 2, LRDI puzzle number 3. Now, this puzzle is all about an attainment park where Anjali, Bipasha, and Chitra, again, we can write them ABC. They visited a park and there are 4 rides into that. Each ride lasts 1 hour and can accommodate one visitor at one point. That means at one ride, at one point of time, they're going to be only one, either A or B or C. All rides begin at 9 a.m. and must be completed by 5 p.m. except for ride 3, which is the last ride for which has to be completed by 1 p.m. So this is one small clause which we have underlined it. Ride gates open every 30 minutes, that is 10 a.m., 10:30, and so on. Whenever a ride gate opens, there is no visitor inside. The first visitor waiting in the queue buys the ticket. That means whosoever in the first in the row, they will get the ticket just before taking the ride. The ticket price is rupees 20, 50, 30, and 40, and they are from ride 1 to 4 and respectively. So that is a good hint which we got. That ride 1 is for 20 rupees, ride 2 50, ride 3 30, ride 4 is 40 rupees. Each of the 3 visitors took at least one ride and did not necessarily take all. तो सारी rides लेना जरूरी नहीं है. None of them took at the same ride more than once, and one is not going to repeat the same ride. The movement time from one ride to another is negligible. A visitor leaves the ride immediately after completion, and no one takes a break inside the park unless mentioned explicitly. मतलब साहब ने लिखा होगा नीचे. नीचे कुछ और information given है. The following information is also known. Chitra never waited in the queue and completed her visit by 11 a.m. after spending rupees 50 to pay for the ticket. Anjali took ride 1 at 11 a.m. after waiting for 30 minutes for Chitra. That means Chitra took ride 1. It was the only ride where Anjali waited. मतलब अंजलि ने और किसी राइड के लिए वेट ही नहीं किया. Immediately she got the tickets. Bipasha began her visit first of 3 rides at 11:30 a.m. All 3 visitors incurred the same amount of ticket expense by 12:15. So any ride which they are taking, so they have amount the same amount. When they said in the first line, Chitra completed her visit by 11 a.m. and she spent 50 rupees. That means all 3 of them will spend 50 rupees till 12:15. That is another hint we have. One more hint where we have Bipasha began her ride of first of 3 rides. That means Bipasha took 3 rides. The last ride taken by Anjali and Bipasha was the same. When Bipasha waited 30 minutes for Anjali to complete her ride, the last ride same hone wali and she gonna wait. Bipasha gonna wait. Before standing in the queue for that ride, Bipasha took a 1 hour coffee break also. Now, there's the only break they have mentioned. So, बाकी सब कोई break नहीं है हमारे पास. So, let's start doing it. सबसे पहले तुम तीनों के नाम लिख लेते हैं. So, we have A, B, C again, as I say, to make it short. So, A, B, and C. And then there are rides which we have. Ride 1, ride 2, ride 3, and ride 4. And then their rates which they told us. It is for 20 rupees. Ride 2 was for 50. Ride 3 was for 30. And ride 4 is for 40. So whatever information is given to us, we are writing them one by one. Now, one more information we have that B has taken 3 rides and C will leave by 11. That means when the question says in the beginning that all rides begin at 9 a.m. Now, ride 1, Anjali has taken at 11 and Chitra has also taken it. And ride 1 cost was 20. Chitra gonna spend only 50 rupees. That means she has a pair of 20 and 30. Now, if I believe that is clear. Now, Chitra took only 2 rides, that is R1 and R3. So that first of all, let's just cover this. Chitra took ride 1 and ride 3. At time we are not aware. So let's just draw some lines also. It will help us. This first line we have here. Let's making a table, a kind of, I'll say. And in between, I would say do not forget to subscribe this channel and like and comment. Any doubts you guys have, you may also send it to us. Our number is in the description. You may just send us the number, and on the number and we'll take your doubts and we'll put it on the YouTube also. So no worries about that also. We are thinking about the live session also very soon. Okay, let's come back. Now the table has been made. Now the information by information जाएंगे, so we will not miss anything. हमने the ऊपर वाला part था that we have already taken. One thing we have to be sure about, that every ride is of 1 hour, which they have mentioned in here, and also every ride starts at every after half an hour. That means 9 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock, 10:30, and so on. So the first line which we have after all this, Chitra never waited in the queue, completed her visit by 11 a.m., spent 50 rupees. This we have used. Anjali took ride 1 at 11 a.m. after waiting for 30 minutes. That means Chitra was taking ride at that particular ride 1 from 10 to 11. So ride 1, Chitra took it at 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. So 10 a.m. at the starting time, we're going to mention it. And Anjali will do it at 11 a.m. Now Chitra has to leave by 11. That means this ride she will take at 9 a.m. because 9 a.m. it starts. So Chitra is done. She has taken 2 rides. We've spent overall 50 rupees. Let's pick up the next line. Now Anjali took ride 1, as it said, at 11 a.m. after waiting for 30 minutes to Chitra to complete it. It was the only ride where Anjali waited. So these 2 lines are done. Bipasha began her first of 3 rides at 11:30 a.m. All 3 visitors incurred the same amount of ticket expense by 12:15. That means Bipasha will come out of this ride at 12:30. That means till 12:15 she has taken only 1 ride, and 1 ride gonna cost 50 rupees. That means 50 rupees is gonna be here. That means ride 2 was taken by Bipasha at 11:30. So this is the ride she is gonna take at 11:30 a.m. Now, by this time, everybody has spent 50 rupees, they said. Sorry, 50 rupees. So, Bipasha ka 50 ho gaya. For A, it is 11 a.m. at 12 o'clock. That means A is taking the ride number 3. Now, all of them have spent 50 rupees. A, R1 and R3, 20 to 30, 50. B, R2, 50. C, R1 and R3, 20 and 30, 50 again. So, line 3 also has been taken care. The last line. The last ride taken by Anjali and Bipasha was the same, where Bipasha waited 30 minutes for Anjali to complete the ride. And before standing in the queue, Bipasha took a 1 hour coffee break also. Now, where's Bipasha? Bipasha is here 11:30 a.m. So she must have completed this at 12:30. Now at 12:30, now R3 they said has to be completed by 1 p.m. So that means R3 cannot be taken by Bipasha. And Bipasha has taken 3 rides. That means Bipasha has taken this ride also and this ride also, R1 and R4 also. And the last ride has to be the same. The last ride has to be the same, then this can't be the ride. R1 cannot be the ride. Anjali and Bipasha has to take R4 together. And how they are taking it, let's understand that. 11:30 a.m. she starts, 12:30 it finishes. Then 12:30, that means she's gonna take this ride. At 12:30, she's gonna take this ride. 1:30 it's gonna end. Then she's gonna take a coffee break. So till 2:30 she'll take a coffee break, and then she'll wait for half an hour because A is taking the ride. That means at 3 p.m. she will take this ride. And that means before this, A is taking this ride. Now they said nobody is going to take a break until they mention it. That means when Anjali is free at 1 p.m., she has to take a ride. That means she's going to take this ride. So this solves my puzzle. So Anjali has taken all the 4 rides. That means here we can mention the amount. B has taken 20 plus 50, 70, 70 and 40, 110. And he has spent 20, 50, 70, 30, 100, 40. Now let's go to the questions. The first question which we have under this, what was the total amount spent on tickets by Bipasha? Now Bipasha, how much she has spent? Bipasha has spent 110 rupees. So that is the answer to my first question. Bipasha has spent 110 rupees. Look at the next question we have. The second question which we have, that says, which were all the rides that Anjali completed by 2 p.m.? Now by 2 p.m., Anjali has completed 1, then 12, and then this. That means R1, R2, and R3. All three rides were completed by her. R4 will be taken care after 2. So that is the answer here. Next question which we have. Which ride was taken by all three? All three have taken R1 ride. R1 has been taken by all of them. So that is the answer to the next question we have. R1. Next one we have. How many rides did Anjali and Chitra take in total? Now Anjali and Chitra. Now Anjali has taken 4 and Chitra has taken 2. The total became 6. So the answer to that also we got. You see, the cat is not that tough. It's just basically you have to stick to the point, have to clear your basics. If you're having presence of mind and if you can read every single word, I don't think there is any question which you can't solve. It's a very easy question, and they have also given the 4 question on this. The previous puzzle was also very easy in the slot 2. This puzzle was also very easy. I believe the puzzles in the cat, it depends how good you guys are practicing it. Okay, so this is all for right now. We'll meet you again the next puzzle also very soon. Thank you so much. Take care.